Introduction to Richmond National Battlefield Park, Virginia. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Recording by David Wales. Richmond National Battlefield Park, Virginia, by Joseph P. Cullen. Introduction. The American Civil War was unique in many respects. One of the great turning points in American history, it was a national tragedy of international significance. Simultaneously, it was the last of the old wars and the first of the new. Although it began in a blaze of glamour, romance, and chivalry, it ended in the ashes of misery, destruction, and death. It was, as Walt Whitman said, a strange, sad war. Richmond National Battlefield Park preserves the scenes of some of the great battles that took place in the vicinity of the Confederate capital. When we visit these now quiet, peaceful woods and fields, we feel an association with our past that is impossible to achieve with the written or spoken word. Here we are not reminded of the blue or the gray as such, only of the heroic struggle of men with two different beliefs and philosophies welded together by the blood of battle to give us our America of today. Richmond. In session in Montgomery, Alabama, in May 1861, the Confederate Congress voted to remove the capital of the Confederate States to Richmond, Virginia. This decision, in effect, made Richmond a beleaguered city for 4 years. Essentially, the move was dictated by political and military considerations. The prestige of Virginia, richest and most populous state in the South, was considered necessary for the success of the Confederacy. For political reasons, it was believed that the capital should be near the border states and the heavy fighting expected there. Second only to New Orleans, Richmond was the largest city in the Confederacy, having a population of about 38,000. It was also the center of iron manufacturing in the South. The Tredegar Iron Works, main source of cannon supply for the Southern armies, influenced the choice of Richmond as the Confederate capital and demanded its defense. During the course of the war, Tredegar made over 1,100 cannons, in addition to mines, torpedoes, propeller shafts, and other war machinery. It expanded to include rolling mills, forges, sawmills, and machine shops. The Richmond Laboratory made over 72 million cartridges, along with grenades, gun carriages, field artillery, and canteens, while the Richmond Armory had a capacity for manufacturing 5,000 small arms a month. Thus, Richmond became the political, military, and manufacturing center of the South and the symbol of secession to the North. Situated near the head of the navigable waters of the James River, and within 110 miles of the national capital at Washington, Richmond was the key to the military planning of both sides. For 4 years, the city remained the primary military objective of the Union armies in the East. As one Southern newspaper stated, to lose Richmond is to lose Virginia, and to lose Virginia is to lose the key to the Southern Confederacy. The Army of the Potomac. In July 1861, the untrained Union Army of the Potomac suffered disaster at Manassas (Bull Run) in the first attempt to drive into Virginia and capture Richmond. President Abraham Lincoln then appointed General George B. McClellan the new commander of the demoralized army. McClellan reported, "I found no army to command, just a mere collection of regiments cowering on the banks of the Potomac." To this chaotic situation he brought order and discipline. During the long winter months, the raw recruits were marshaled and drilled into an efficient fighting machine of over 100,000 men, the largest army ever commanded by one man in the history of the Western Hemisphere. By the spring of 1862, this army was ready for the supreme test. The goal was Richmond. End of introduction. Section 1 of Richmond National Battlefield Park, Virginia, by Joseph P. Cullen. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Part 1, The Peninsula Campaign, Summer 1862, Section 1.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?